Two. Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video. Today, I'm happy to say that I'm joined here by the Redcar Athletic manager, Gary Forster, who's came on to do a preview of the Redcar Athletic's upcoming season. How are you doing, Gary?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing very good, thank you. First of all, obviously, last season finishing sixth after 6 games unbeaten. What did you think of that?
I thought it was a good season of progress. Obviously, I came into the club with Steve. Steve, who I've got a lot of admiration for, excellent coach. I know he'd been here 10 years, and I thought we started reasonably well. Obviously, then when we went into a bit of a blip, I would say, it was probably needed to freshen up. The squad needed freshening up. So when I came in, it was important I got a couple of key signings in quite early, which we managed to do. And to be fair, I would say it was a good season of progress, and it's given us a good platform to kick on this summer.
Yeah, and of course, so we've brought in the likes of Isaac Walker back to after obviously left last season. How big was that to bring him back to the club?
Well, when I first come in, Isaac approached me and he said, "Well, without the cups, we can't get promoted." He had a fantastic opportunity, which we believe he took. We had to let him go as a club. We had to do that as a duty of care to him, really, because we brought him through. He had to go a little bit higher, and we obviously weren't going to achieve that straight away. But he did. He was successful at Blythe. He scored goals, and then to have the opportunity, or to get wind of the opportunity that one, that Blythe would let him go, and two, that we were his preferred club. It was something the club had to make happen. So we were delighted to get him back. Obviously, the goals he scored over the last 2 years have helped get the club to where it is. Hopefully now we can bring them goals back into a side which we feel is sort of on the rise, and he'll fit into that. So I think it's important for the club for him to come back, but I think it's good for Isaac as well. I think he'll really flourish with what we're doing.
Yeah, and obviously there's other players that came in from the I-League, like Matty Timon, who's obviously got Adam Wheatley, great signings from Mask United Stockton. How big could they be for the club?
I think they're both massive. I think especially Wheatley, obviously Mask's success everybody's aware of. Wheatley was integral to that, as I think they said on their social media. He's so consistent and dominant. I think he will give us just that bit of experience that we were lacking. I know Darryl Hall brought a lot of that to the side last year. With a bit of like how to manage games out. You can't really do drills on the training field for that. That has to come through experience. And when you look at some of the games we played last year, we had, I think, like you say, at one point we had James Sayre, Oscar Fletcher, and Alfie Boyle in midfield, and it was an under-18 midfield. So we were a young side last year. And to bring the likes of Timon and Wheatley in, who've done it all, still got a desire to do more, which was important. They weren't just coming just to see the days out. They've both got hunger still to go on and do something. I think if we add them to the likes of the 3 youngsters we just mentioned there, I think brilliant. Like, I think we've probably got the right age groups in. I try to get certain age brackets boxed off. I know a bit of a weird one of mine, like to make sure the balance is right. And I think we've done that this summer.
Yeah, and talk about experience, though. It's got to be so crucial, hasn't it? And what do you think they could? I can't speak. How do you think they could do for the club this season?
I think every club's the same. They want to improve on last year. So one thing for me is obviously we went out the cups very early. I think every cup we entered, we got knocked out in last season in the first game. I think
Times to see them actually.
See him beat us twice, and then obviously the Redcar Town game, which was Steve's last game. So that's something I want to put right. I'd love a cup run here because I think we would get people behind us and people would get a bit more interest in the club. But obviously to finish 6th with the playoffs coming in, I think the playoffs is a realistic target. Obviously, if you're in that shake-up, who knows? But there's some good sides this year: Heaton, Stan, West Allotment, Whitley Bay, Bishop Auckland, and then obviously the likes that have come down, the Shildens and North Shields. So it'll be a much tougher league this year than what it was last year, and we've obviously reacted to that in the market by bringing players in. But I think we've still got to look, no matter what other teams are doing, got to look at ourselves and think if we can finish sixth last year, 6 or above this year, is a genuine target.
And so we've talking about transfers. Obviously, when the players did leave, as one of your very first signings, Craig Hutchinson's left the club. What was the thought behind him leaving?
I've got a lot of time for Hutchie. Obviously, I've signed him twice, and I wouldn't put it past me to sign him a third time. Northallerton were massively keen on bringing him in. We knew we have the likes of Sonny, obviously Doddy coming back from injury. We brought Isaac in, Matty Timon in, and the financial package Northallerton offered was a lot more than ours, and I can understand why. And Hutchie does guarantee you goals, so we're desperately sorry to lose him. But then you look at what we've got, and I think Timon is a really good replacement for him. And Isaac Walker gives us something a bit different to that as well.
Yeah.
So although we're gutted to lose him, we're excited with what we've got in and around the club.
Yeah, it's quite funny. Of course, he actually scored the other day on his debut, like he did for Redcar Athletic. And you mentioned talking about what he said, but he did the same for you at Gisborough.
He did. He scored on his debut for me at Gisborough. He scored 3 on his debut for me here. So I think, like you said, I think someone said he scores on his debuts, but I think he just scores goals. He's a goal scorer.
I think it's well, to be fair to him as well. It's great as well for a player to go ahead and just straight away be able to settle down that quickly. Because someone told me he did it for Bishop Auckland as well. Just good, isn't it, for a player to settle down instantly like that?
Like you say, I think if you give him a chance, he could be playing for anyone. And a goal scorer is a goal scorer at whatever level. And I think Hutchie will always get you 20 plus every season. So that's something, like you say, I think the lads we've got in will replace that and will get us that. And who knows? You never know. Hutchie might be back someday. You never know.
And you got training tonight. How has training been going so far?
Good. We've worked lads really hard. We've had them on the beach at Saltburn. We've had them on the beach at Saltburn. We've had them doing hard sessions out the field with 2-3 times a week. We need to narrow the squad down now. We took 21 on Tuesday night, just to give a look at lads and get lads back in the feel of it. Hard session tonight, working on a few things, and then obviously we'll sort of go down to 18-man squads now and get some real valuable minutes in them ready for.
Well, that's all for the questions. Thank you very much for that, Gary. That was brilliant. And hopefully we can have a great season.
No problem. Let's hope so, mate. We need one. Let's hope so. Sure we will.
Yeah.
Take care, mate.
Up the steel, men.
Up the steel, men too, right, pal? Up the steel, men. Take care, mate.
See you soon.
See you, take care.